Welcome everyone in the very first lecture of Unit 5, and we are going to study Turing machine. And Turing machines are the most powerful automata that we will study in this subject. And we have already studied FA and PDA. FA for regular languages and PDA for context free languages. As per the Chomsky hierarchy, there is a relationship between a languages. The lower subset is the subset of context free languages, also subset of context sensitive languages, and also a subset of set of recursive languages. So for a regular language we can design FA, PDA, LB and Turing machine also. It means that every regular language is context free, context sensitive and recursive. But vice versa is not true. It is not necessary that every context free language is regular. And in regular language we designed FA, then we face problem for some languages such as A and Bn. We cannot design finite automata for A and Bn because we need to store A. Then we designed PDA. In PDA we put a stack with the FA so that we can store something. As in A and Bn we can store A and match with B. But then we know some languages are not accepted by PDA because such as A and B and C and because it need to store A and B both, because by one stack we cannot match three things. Then so some languages are not context free, so these may be context sensitive. Similarly, some languages are not context sensitive, then we will design Turing machine for these languages. So we can design Turing machine for regular languages also, we can design Turing machine for context free languages also, we can design Turing machine for context sensitive languages also, and we can design Turing machine for recursive enumerable languages also. And there are some languages for which we cannot design Turing machine too. So Turing machine is the most powerful automata, and by Turing machine you can design Turing machine for any solvable problem. If there is a problem for which you have a procedure, for which you have a algorithm, some mathematical algorithm, you can design a Turing machine for that particular problem. Now what is the meaning of powerful? Powerful means it's accept more languages. So we add some capability, something with automata to make it more powerful. As we add a PDA with FA to make we add a stack with FA to design PDA so that it can accept more language. So let us look what we did in Turing machine to make it more powerful. In FA we have some input tape having input and a finite state control, and that input tape having some memory, having some fixed size. We have input over this input tape, and we have a read head. It is a read head. We read the input from this. Suppose it is A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, A6. We read the input from this head and we move forward. We read this, we move to this symbol, then we read this, then we move to this symbol, and at the end of the input, we will reach to some state, and that state is final state. Then input get accepted, otherwise it get rejected. So in this FA, if we reach to this place, we will move to next input symbol, then we will move to next input symbol. We cannot go backward, we will move only in forward direction. We will move to next input symbol, we cannot get the previous input symbol. So it cannot accept languages like A and Bn where we need to store age. Then we designed PDA. in which we have input symbol that is written in some input tape. Input tape is of fixed size, and we have a finite state control from where we start to read inputs from input file, input tape or file, and we can store some input in the stack. It is a read write head. We can store some input in the stack so that we can use them later, so that we can accept the languages like AN, BN or WWR, where we store something and later we match that. So in this also we move forward only, but we stored something that we read previously. If we read this, we can store it here. If we read this, we can store it here. Input moves forward only, but we stored something that we can use later. Now we are going toward Turing machine. Turing machine, it is also known as TM. Turing machine, it is also known as TM, having an input tape that is infinite, that having infinite memory. Suppose having input A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, and after input it is filled with some special symbol that is known as blank symbol, and it is filled with this blank symbol, and it is infinite. So it has some special symbol that is blank symbol. We denote it by delta, or in some book you can see it is denoted by B for blank. We have finite state control. That reads some input from the tape, and that head is read write head. Now we can read input here and we can write also here. Suppose it is small a, and we can write capital A in place of small a. And another thing is that after reading this input, we can change it and we can move in both direction. We can move into the left direction, or we can move to the right direction. We can move into the both directions. So if we have read some input previously, we can move to that input again. Now we do not need any stack to store previously read input or to store something, because we can change, we can put something over these symbols, we can do something here, and we can read it again. We can move to the left, we can move to the right, we can do anything over this input tape. So we have this input tape works as a memory also. It is a infinite memory, and we can use it any number of time. We can move here, we can move here, until or unless we reach to the hold state or accepting state. Hold state means where we where we stable, where we reach to the final state. Here where TM holds means stops. So until unless we reach to the halt state, we can do anything over this tape till we reach to the final state. And these are the blank symbol. We can change them also. We can put X here, we can put Y here, and then move here this direction, then move this direction. So this tape itself work as a memory. We do not need any stack. We do not need one stack, two stack, or any stack. This tape is a infinite memory. So this head is read write head. It can do anything over this, and it can move in the left direction and the right direction. It makes the Turing machine special. Now look at the tuples of Turing machine. Turing machine is a 7-tuple machine. It has 7 things. First one is set of states. We have some states as Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3. We have input symbols. This is capital Q is set of state, is set of input symbols. Input symbols means from which input is made of. Suppose we have language A and B, and then input is made of A and B only. Third one is tape symbol. Tape symbol. Tape symbol means whatever there is in the input tape. Input symbol are small a, small b in case of languages A and B, and then this is a input. A and B are the input symbol. But when we read this A, we can change it into X. We can change this X A into X, this Y B into Y. Then tape symbol become A, B, X, Y, and there is blank also. Whatever symbol used over the tape is the tape symbol. What input symbol are only those symbols that are used to from which input is made of. So we have tape symbols, and important thing is that in tape symbol the input symbols are the input symbols is subset of tape symbols. Why? Because input is also written over the tape. So input symbol by default become the tape symbol. So a, small b are the input symbol, and we change it into capital A, capital B. Then tape symbols are small a, small b, capital A, capital B, blank. These all become the tape symbol, whatever there is on the input tape. Then the next tuple is transition. Here transition is very important. From a present state, we read something from tape. At present state Q0, suppose I am reading this small A3. So I read something from the tape. Then we move to some state and we do some change over the tape. Suppose at Q0 I read small a, then I move to Q1 and change small a into capital A. Then I move to either in the left or in the right. There is third thing, that is the direction. It is the direction. By reading the input and doing something over that input, input cell or input symbol, we can move into the left or right. So it is the direction here. So it is the transition function. Next one is the start state. Fifth one is start Q0, that is belong to capital Q and is the initial or start state, initial, or we can say start state. Sixth one is special symbol, that is blank symbol. Blank symbol belong to tape symbol. It is already on the tape. Every blank cell, these boxes are known as these are the cells over which one cell, two, second cell, third cell, over which input is written, and after input everything on the tape is filled of blank symbol. There are special symbol, that is blank symbol. So blank symbol is a tape symbol and it is a special symbol written over in the tuples. Then we have f is the seventh one is the f is a subset of q is the set of final states. Final state may be more than one. It is the set of final state. So in Turing machine we have 7 tuples. Tapes is filled with, we have input over the tape, and after the input tape is filled with blank symbols. There is a start state, final states, transitions. Whatever there is over the tape is the tape symbol. The input is made of input symbol, and we have set of states also. So this is the Turing machine, and the power of moving in the left and right and change to do the change make it more powerful. It makes it most powerful. In some book this tape can be open in both direction. I have designed it opened in the one direction only, but you can design it in the both direction also. It can be open over the both. There can be blank in the left also and right also, and in both side also. So this is all for the today's lecture. Thanks for attending.